One of the first things that I did when I purchased the abandoned Waterworks facility was record a video walkthrough just to document the state that it was in when I found it. And the place is pretty rough, and the setup that I had was pretty basic. The only light was just a flashlight attached to the top of the camera, just so I could show what was there. I thought it would be fun to go back and review that footage and show it to you just as a starting point on this property, so that way you can be part of this journey. You can see where it came from the first time that I saw it, and then as we work on projects here on the channel, it'll be easier for you to get an idea of how far different parts of the property have come since I started. So without further ado, let's roll back the clock and I will show you this walkthrough video from the start of this Waterworks journey.
So right now we're on the back of the property, down by the river here. Just doing a quick pan around right here so you can see all the different buildings. There are 3 of them, in fact. Let's start with that little building right there. So here we are inside that small building. This is actually the newest building on the property. Brick-clad, lovely old beams, plenty of lighting, if you need some lighting. And this was the workshop where they repaired water meters back in the day. Simple little furnace here, so they'd clean and repair the meters. Had a few visitors over there, it looks like. Somebody's made a little home right there. All right, moving right along. We're now inside the round metal structure in the middle of the property. Check out that ceiling. Now this used to be a water tank back in the day. So right up there, if you can see that, let me zoom in a little bit. It's a little door to the outside. There's a ladder that runs down the building there. You saw that from the front. Apparently the local neighborhood kids used to swim in here when it was a water tank. So you can see the outlet way over there. Used to be a pipe coming out of there. That's just blocked off now. Now, more recently, they added this garage door here. So it's basically just a glorified garage right now. And it was also used as an impound lot for bicycles for the city. So this is a old Schwinn here. See if I can get a close-up on that. Cool old logo right there. Schwinn bicycle. Apparently, too, the property also comes with spare parts. So, I've got a bunch of old screws here, flathead screws. Very cool. The local artists have been busy here. So you have quite a variety of artwork here at your disposal. Wonder if Stevens knows this is where all their bins went. So that is the big round thing. Now on to the main building. Now here we are, just coming into the very back of the main building. This is a newer metal addition that burned earlier this year. This is the start of the brick structure, so let's go on in. Trying to avoid tripping over all this debris here. All right. So right here, this is the biggest room in the place. It's about 40 by 55. Just a great big old workshop. I'm not sure exactly when this section was built, but it could have been around somewhere around the 20s, 30s, maybe the 40s, somewhere right around that range. If you look up here, See up in the roofing structure, that's 30 feet up to that flat part. This is all a metal roofing structure, so pretty early metal construction here. Brick walls. Somebody used to be pretty organized with their tools right here, so that's kind of cool. Moving right along. All right, now in here, this is the oldest part of the building right here. And if you check out this ceiling, this was a public utilities building. And they put in all this gorgeous detail. This paneling up here, the old trim work. Artists have been added again in here. This is just so cool. All that detail there. So now if I can navigate through this pile of scrap without dying, I'll show you around in here a little bit. Might need a tetanus shot after that one. All right, so this is the original front wall of the building. Have these interesting arrows. Should we follow them? Let's see what's down here, shall we? Bet you haven't seen a Michigan basement with plumbing like that. Pretty cool. So you can see it goes way around there. Avoid burning myself on this pipe here. Goes way back there. I'm not going to try and jump over this pipe for you all. Maybe sometime. But not today. Let's check out this old metalwork here. Hello, Mr. Spider. Very cool. That's quite the box fan right there. Nice little fixer-upper. Come around here. So again, this is the original foundation. Oldest part of the building right here. So just a rough stone foundation. I was told there used to be a family of large raccoons lived down here. So they haven't said howdy yet. Must not be home. All right. Good spot to film a horror movie, don't you think? All right. Moving right along. Want to go upstairs? See, here you can get a closer look up here at that old trim work. There's this gorgeous paneled ceiling. Now this right here is a picture rail. Back in the day when they used to hang pictures, they didn't want to put a big hole in your nice plastered wall, so you'd put your nail in that picture rail instead. Just run some string down. So I'll still have all this old Trim work here, all that fun stuff. Pretty cool. But wait, there's more. Welcome to the attic. A little bit open back through there, as you can see, but check out these beams. You just don't see beams like that anymore. That is so cool. It's the way they used to distribute loads like that. So right here, you may be wondering what this box is. Now remember in the center of the ceiling in the room below us, there's like a round hole. And I'll show you what that's for. Let's see here, let's go through here. All right, no concussions yet. So that box sits right above that round hole, and there's a chute that comes up here from that. Now there's a cupola on top of the building. Make sure I'm not going to step in something here. And that is the cupola. The way this works is during the summertime, it gets hot up here in the attic. They can open up this hatch right here. That pulls hot air up and out that cupola right there. That creates an updraft, which then also sucks hot air up this chute from the room below. So it's an entirely passive ventilation system. No electricity needed. Pretty cool. This right here is that wall between these two big rooms. This used to be the outside wall of the place, back before they added that on. All right, how do we want to come around here? I think this floor is pretty sound. It's only 16 feet down there anyway. I've got life insurance, it's fine. All right. What comes up must go down. See how we can do this. That's why it's tricky getting up there, because you don't have anything to step on right off the bat. All right, well that was fun. No fatalities yet, so let's keep on exploring. Give you a sneak peek of where we're going next. That is another newer addition onto the building. Down these stairs. Got my flashlight attached to the camera here, so got to point the camera where I want to see things. All right, let's continue. So this is a newer addition onto the building here. Not sure the exact date on it, but it still has the original beadboard ceiling up there. And this corner is a little rough, but you can still see the original trim for this section here. And they put a drop ceiling in at some point. Moving on back up towards the street. This room right here kind of protrudes into that big room we were just in. We were walking on top there. This was the superintendent's office. So I'm sure a lot of superintending went on in here. See the ceiling again right there. And nice little kitchen there. Fixer-upper. Looks pretty much ready to go, don't you think? Same thing with this bathroom. Got a nice little shower in here. Yeah. Moving on forward. So here's originally part of the outside front wall there. This is a cool old fire door. So back in the day, what would happen with these is you can see right there, that's a lead link. And what would happen is if there's a fire in here, that would get hot and that would melt. It would drop, let's see, way back in there, like this counterweight right there. Drop that weight there, and then that whole door would come sliding over in front of the doorway. All right, this is the big room in front of the building. This is closest to the street, and this would have been used for workshop, parking, who knows what. You got your garage door over there. And that's about it for this big building here. It's pretty cool.
You know, sometimes it's interesting to remember where we have come from and reflect on how much we've accomplished. In this case, that walkthrough video really highlights how far this property has come, but also how far it has yet to go. We're sitting, for sake of context, we are sitting right now right where that video ended. So the old fire door is right here behind the camera, and all this empty space behind me used to be filled up with those little offices and partitions and the disaster that was the 1960s, 1970s conversion of this facility. And it really feels good to see progress. Even though it might happen slowly over time, you eat the elephant one bite at a time, you just chip away at the project, and then eventually major differences have happened. And one of the things that I'm really excited about this channel is being able to share some of that progress with you, and we can learn together what it takes to bring a facility like this back to life. So we have a lot of exciting projects coming up here that I'm really looking forward to getting started on. Over in the workshop building, which has also experienced a major change since the video that you saw, that's going to be the first priority here for this year, is getting that up and running, so that way I can empty out more of this main building and get to work in here, configuring that in the way that it will be long term. So over the coming weeks, I would really encourage you to subscribe to this channel if you like these videos, if you like this idea, and just follow along with the journey. Have fun with it. Feel free to reach out to me if you have ideas or if you catch me doing something wrong. And glad to have you on board. Thanks for watching.